Welcome to the AKT Celebrity Reads Edition. Yes, tag. I know it's a little late. You know I like to get myself together and start the readings late. So if you don't get to see it tonight, it'll be okay. I'll leave it here for you tomorrow. I want to show you something very, very beautiful. So I have the candle in the back, which is absolutely beautiful. And let me move and see. I got some really pretty flowers. Let's see, do you see that? Aren't those beautiful? Beautiful. Isn't she lovely? My girlfriend, she does readings on YouTube too, Blessed to Be Stressed. And she blessed me with those. So I'm sharing it with you. I'm dedicating it to Nipsey's grandmother. I'm dedicating it to my grandmother and my father. She sent me those and I wanted to share them. I know, Nova. So I'm trying to move so you can see them. Hi, Candace. Hi, everybody. Thank you for the hearts. I'm really exhausted. And I guess maybe I should have moved the candle so that you could see it. I guess you're not going to be able to see the roses the whole time. They're so pretty. I thought you'd be able to see them. And then, I don't know, can you see my candle? I like the glow back there, so I'm going to move it a little bit. Alrighty. Hey, Ray. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Ashley. Hello. Hello, Will. As you can see again, I'm wearing Nipsey blue. I promise Nipsey. Every time I do a hi, my beautiful baby. Hello, Nipsey. I love you. Nipsey's, he's so beautiful. He's so sweet. I feel like I missed out so much because I didn't get to meet him and I didn't get to know him. Thank you, Ray. And I had to get to know him on this side. The energy is so strong. Let me tell you what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling pressure shooting through my head. Like from this side to this side right here. I never felt that, like somebody just running. It's coming through this side. Okay, I have the albino tiger here. It's a big tiger. It's about this high. It's white. It has black stripes in it. I'm waiting for my baby to come. As you can see, look, I got a necklace of her. That's my baby. That's the Black Panther. She's been, remember how I always talk about her? I found it's a she. She introduced herself to me. Hi, Sawanya. I'm not trying to say the name wrong, so please forgive me, Sawanya. If thank you for the hearts. Yeah, I finally started exercising now. Thank God I feel better. The Black Panther's been here. The lion has been here. I've had so many people in the house, plus I wasn't able to come back because I have readings all day, all night. I thank you all. I love you all. I appreciate you. Hey, Latika. Hi, my God, baby. I appreciate you supporting me on the celebrity reads. You're talking about me. You mention me. Hi, Michelle. And you support the readings. You tell people about the readings. I say y'all messy as fuck, but I love it. I absolutely love it. You know why? Because I have a lot of haters. And I did a reading for a lady today, and she said that she has some friends, hey Courtney, who listen to other psychics, because that's another reason too. I wasn't really trying to rush to get back, but Nipsey wanted me to do the reading for him. But one of the spirits, I'm still trying to figure it out, so I'm not going to do the whole reading tonight because I'm not finished with the whole reading. If he wants me to come back and give it, I'll give it. One of the, I would not say spirit, I would say gods. We read about the tigers. The God wouldn't talk to me. It's been 2 weeks since I've seen you. And when that God manifested, he didn't trust. Yes, it's Nipsey blue. And I said I'm going to wear it every time I do a reading for him. I'm going to wear Nipsey blue. And so I ordered the blue and he likes it. It's pretty. Almost I can stand it so you can see it. See, it's like really cute. The spirit just started talking to me. He's literally been in the wall. I was a little nervous about doing these readings because of the things that Nipsey said. Okay, well, I'll come back, Ray. Anytime you want me to come back. the stuff he was saying, I was very nervous because I don't listen to a lot of the readings, but I did listen to a couple of other people's readings, and then I turned it off because I realized some of the things they say that I say, like from the cards, like they see the third party and the woman or something, but the other things that I say, they don't say. So I said, let me stop looking at this, and I thought you all were watching the other readings because there's so many psychics doing readings on Nipsey that you didn't really need me to come and do a reading for you, but Nipsey's been bothering me about the reading. Let me tell you a little bit of what's going on, and I'm going to see if my guest, thank you, no, oh, you like my outfit? Thank you. I'm going to see if my guest will come on. I don't want to say who she is yet because I'm going to see if she's going to let me down. Who has been in here? I have the cards. I'm going to get to them in a minute. After I spoke to you with the part 3 about his mom, I saw Nipsey's grandmother. That night, the grandmother is so powerful. I'm trying to figure out, is it the one that is living that he lived with? Because it kind of looked like her. Or was it the one that passed over? And the experience I had with her was so deep. This woman, I hate to say this, but his grandmother felt more like his mother to me. Down in her womb, she loves that boy and that young man so deeply. It's like she was pregnant with him and gave birth to Nipsey herself. It's a totally, the grandmother, that woman is so, I'm getting chills now, is so powerful in the spirit that when she heard me cry in the spirit, when I was reading the letter and I felt his pain, he wanted his mom to heal him and make up for things when he said she didn't want him and she didn't love him. Thank you, Michelle. I went to sleep and I heard her say, I got to come see you in the spirit myself. I want to check you out. And I want to see your heart and I want to see your soul to see if you really love my baby the way I love him. And the way it was like I went into sleep, but it was like another dimension. We were in this church. The preacher was laying hands on people. They were playing the music. And the grandmother, when they laid hands on her, she fell out. She started shouting. And she fell back and I said, "Ooh, I got you." And I wrapped my hands around her and I had her back to my chest. I said, I gotta, you know how we do in the old church. I said, give me a sheet. So as I laid her back and I just was holding her, I was sitting on the floor with her body from the back laying on me. I said, I got grandmama. And I said, give me the sheet. And I laid the sheet over her knees. And she, when she came to out of the spirit, she turned around, looked at me. She looked me dead in my eyes, and I felt her eyes were so deep and piercing. I feel him touching me. He knows the grandmother I'm talking about. She loved that baby so hard. It was like she gave birth to Nip. She loved him from her bones, from her marrow, from her soul. She loved that baby. I didn't see any conflict or anything in the way Nipsey's grandmother loved him. And she looked at me in my eyes. She turned around on the floor, and I was sitting behind her, kind of holding her from the front. She looked at me, I looked at her, and she smiled. She started crying. I started crying. She grabbed me, I grabbed her. She loved me. I said, I love you too. And we were hugging and just rocking on the floor in this church. And I woke up and I said, oh my God, his grandmother knows how to travel in the spirit. She wanted to inspect me to see was okay, and was my spirit pure, because she could read spirits. And did I really love Nipsey? And she saw that I did. He's like, grab my hand, I'm grabbing his hand back. And I went to sleep, and the next day, after I did that part 3, I was standing, I had made up my bed, had my head rag on, and I was, thank you, Will, I was folding, I was putting my sheets and stuff up and putting my blanket. I was folding up my sheet. And as I was looking towards the bed, I felt somebody here, and I turned. It was Nipsey. He didn't come in the bedroom like he usually do. He had a house full of niggas in my damn hallway. I said, Nipsey, what is you doing with all these people in my house? You didn't even ask me. You just brought a house full of niggas. Who are these people? He said, these is some friends of mine. I done met them while I was on the other side. From what I saw, they had on blue. They had on blue shirt, blue pants, and I'm trying to remember how much they were standing behind him. They respected him. Their bodies had been killed, and they were on the other side, but they were not able to transition like Nipsey, and they were trapped like in dark rooms, like the size of a small utility closet. Some of them had been there for years, and they were just, they were stuck. They couldn't open the door. They couldn't get out. They were trapped in dark dimensions. There was no light or anything on. Nipsey found them on the other side, and they remembered him. They were so glad to see him. And he was networking with people over there. Then it looked like a Spanish boy, a Mexican, up in the front. He was standing beside him. And I said, Nipsey, why you do this to me? Now, I don't mind you bringing nobody over here, but you could ask me. He told me, no. He said, I want to introduce him because now I know that you okay. He said, you pass message. I said, I do. I'm telling them to come for me just in case I can't come or I'm tied up. And I want them to see you, introduce you to them, and introduce them to you, because you can send a message for me on the other side, or you can send it for them. Then the Spanish boy got excited to me. Oh, really, Holmes? She can send them? I want to see my family. It's been so long I could see my family love me. And I fold my shit up and I put it out there. Really, Holmes? That's what I do? You gonna come, then they ain't no tell me, and just pop in my shit with all these motherfuckers here. And the niggas was in the back. They was standing in the back, and they looked at each other like, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing to this motherfucker. Don't say nothing. Nipsey got it. Nipsey gonna handle it. But the Spanish boy didn't know. So he said, really? Holmes, she can go there. And then he cut his, I said, really? Really, Holmes, that's what I do? And he turned his head. He wouldn't look at me. And he looked at the Spanish boy. And he put his hand like he, but I could hear him. He started talking low. And I'm looking at him. He wouldn't give me no eye contact. He looking, the guy was standing beside me. Don't say nothing. I got it. Just let me handle it. Don't say, handle me. Handle me. That's what you do. You come over here and handle me. Huh? That what you do. You gonna handle me. He wouldn't look at me. He said, I got it. And I'm looking at him like I'm serious, but I'm really not why he ain't look. I'm laughing like, oh, that's what how you do. And then he looked out. He knew I was gonna do it. So that's what you do to me, knowing he really do handle me. So I'm just, you saying this in front of them. Don't say nothing. So I'm looking at him. Then he looks at me. No, what I'm saying is, I trust you. I'm letting them know that I trust you. And I will come to you. I will come to you, or I'll send them for me in my place. So I looked at him. I said, okay. I said, wait a minute. I thought the Mexicans were racist. They didn't like us. They'd be killing us. He said, no, he just looked like that. He ain't like that. He ain't like that. He ain't prejudiced. He ain't gonna do nothing to you. I said, so you wouldn't bring nobody in here that hurt me? Thank you, baby. Yes, this is a Black Panther. That's my friend. She's one of the mamas of the universe. He said, he not gonna do nothing to you. He said, it's been so long. He said, I got it. So then I said, okay, I'll do what you asked me to do, Nibs. You know I was just fucking with you. So he left, and he took the group out with him. But while they were standing there, I looked at the Spanish one. And I said, that kind of looked like a Mexican. They're trying to tell me something. And as I'm looking at him, and the Spanish boy is excited. And But he cool. They was all good people he brought to me. But I know that's not the original Mexican. But then when he took them out and the rest of them, everybody were respectful, I saw Queen CALIFA come in here. And I said, thank you, Judge. And I said, Queen CALIFA. That's why they showed me. And then I looked her up. She's very upset. Nipsey found Queen CALIFA, or Queen CALIFA found him. They been talking. And then she shows me Mexico. She showed me California, and she shows me Mexico. And she's very, very troubled. So she comes standing in my room. I said, okay, well, they done left you here, or you used them to transport you here, dropped you off, they gone, you're going to stay. You want to talk to me. It's a pleasure to meet you. She was still very regal, had a crown on, had a beautiful outfit on, and all of jewels and gold and shit. And it was all down to the ground. Bad bitch. So I'm looking at Queen CALIFA, and I'm saying, okay, well, he done dropped her off to tell me something. Then I looked at Nipsey ass where he had been. Nipsey got this damn headband round his head with a big light on this shit. The light is turned on real bright. He doing down like this, climbing down underneath the stove. Nipsey is going underground. There are caverns in California. And look like one got something to do with that land around his stove. Underground caverns and caves. So as he's going down in the cave, I'm looking at deep holes in the wall. And I'm seeing amber in the wall. Real pretty, kind of clear, thick resin-like, but it's gold and yellow and you can see through it, but it's really, really a thick resin. Beautiful. I'm seeing gold. I'm seeing diamond. Oh, here she is. Hey, boo. The Black Panther's here. She's jumping on me. Turban. No, he has, when you go down in a cave, he has the hat on with the band round it with the light. He's digging down, tunneling down in caves underneath the building and round the building. Queen CALIFA standing right here while she's taking me on the journey, and I'm seeing Nipsey doing an excavation, but I'm with him looking down under the ground. Then I say, wow. So these are natural resources on Nipsey property. Then I'm seeing some gas, natural gas. Yes, it's my, thank you, Candy. You catch on what I'm saying. And look like some black, like oil. So I guess he thought I was serious. I was playing with him when he come in here early. Let me tell you what he do to me. The next day he tunneling down. I said, damn, Nipsey. And I was kind of didn't want to say this here. That's why another reason too I didn't want to come. He grabbing me. He said it's okay. And I talked to one of Nipsey's friends. Not in the spirit. I'm talking about right here. Still in the body. That said Nipsey want me to say it. She's a reader too. They growed up together. She said, say it. And I said, okay. Because she sent me a picture around there, and it's Magic Johnson Park. Since he was killed, they drilling over there. You know. I didn't even know Magic Johnson had a park. It's around in that vicinity. And when I told the friend a few weeks ago that I seen this, she showed me a picture then of a pipe, but they were saying they was drilling with water, just digging water. But when I talked to her yesterday, showed me a picture. They digging down, and ain't no water where they dig. I said, I was scared to say it. She said, you can go on and say it. Nipsey wants you to say it. And I said, okay. So the next morning, it was about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing Mexican temples that CALIFA, Queen CALIFA also ran from California to Mexico, and then they told me the same spirits and the same gods really can. Yeah, if you look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about. She showed me the picture. They're familiar with what I'm saying. Well, two is other things up under there. And Nipsey saw me, took me down there, and I synced it. And that belonged to Queen CALIFA and her people. And see, I'm tired of, the reason why I'm saying this, because I'm tired of some of these black people that I seen on YouTube talking the boy wasn't black and he not one of them and he wasn't from there. Yes, his peoples was. See, that's why when they shot him that day, I told y'all how that grid of those, the black and red cobra, the spider, had come over in the grid, came up around him because the blood was spilled and they shot over here. The ancestors in the caves and said they want to reconnect and merge with the ones over here. Because one of the groups, okay, Queen CALIFA was the ruler over the black Indians peoples that ran California. And then the white people wanted their land, wanted their diamonds, gold, and oil. They killed them and put diseases on the children, enslaved them, and they sent some of them down south. But also, too, what is it, look at this, the Abyssinians, because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. The Abyssinian peoples are from Ethiopia and Eritrea. They were here in California when Queen CALIFA ruled, when the black Indians ruled. You see, she was so bad and off the chain, she had lions, tigers, and bears, and the panthers were there, which is also the jaguar. And you have the jaguar temple that is in Mexico, and those original people were black. So Nipsey was not out of pocket or out of place. He might not have known. He knows now. He might have thought that his father came from Africa and none of them were here or they were new to the land. No, they had been here. They were here, living here, and trading in California with Queen CALIFA, that was the queen over the black Indians, and was a very wealthy and powerful queen and did not motherfucking play and was a warrior. See, we don't know our history. I wouldn't have known this if it wasn't for Nipsey. And she hijacked her way in through them when he said, I want to bring some peoples in here. He left her in here with me. And he said, I need you to read. I need you to study, Alexyss, so I can tell you what's going on. I got to reading that and I found it. You can look at it on YouTube. You think I'm lying. I started researching and listening and I said, damn, she bad. Well, you need to let him study about them, Nikki, because they have their gods. They're some of the original gods. So she talking to me and telling me this, and she said things are getting ready to change. There's a big storm coming. And they basically destroyed our people that ruled California. And he's down under the ground. He found the natural minerals and resources. And from what I'm seeing with his land, I don't know, baby. Because I don't know which side it's on. But I know it's probably both of them. Because like I say, the Abyssinians, which are Eritrean and Ethiopians, were living there and visiting there when Queen CALIFA ruled the black Indians in California. They were there. Look it up. Google it. You think that I am just pulling shit out my ass. She come over here and she teach me. Queen CALIFA. She's standing here and she just stayed and she talked to me along with the Black Panther, which was also one of the animals there, and animals over the pyramids, the original pyramids, and one of the square pyramids in Mexico. She ruled Mexico all the way up, I think it was into Arizona. Her kingdom was vast, and they also mentioned the Bermuda Triangle and Tasmanian people, which would be Australia, the Aboriginal. Those are also God men. She went out in there, and they started talking to me from the Bermuda Triangle. But let me tell you about the one as we digging down. Nipsey seen them. They didn't phase him. He kept digging. I seen some ETs. It looked like a real, about 7 foot tall, white, skeleton looking being. And it didn't talk, but it would make this high pitched squealing sound. It looked like a skeleton, but it wasn't a skeleton, but the body was like a real thick, hard, white resin that you couldn't cut it. You would need a saw or something to cut it, electric saw. But it was alive. That was just the outer coating of this thing. And when it leaned over down and looked at me and screamed real loud. This high-pitched scream that would bust somebody's eardrum, but it didn't bust mine. So I just looked at it. I looked at Nipsey like, oh, fuck it. It didn't even scare him. It didn't faze him. He keep looking and digging and let me see down under the stove. Then I kept looking at it. And then I was talking to Nipsey. I was looking at him. Nipsey was hitting the wall. All the resources, a lot of them were trapped in the wall, and even people, ancestors in the wall, and these ET beings. I thought that was the leader, because we see that the European runs the planet, and they say those are controlled by ETs or Greys. And as I keep looking, I said, that's not the creator of the planet. And he was telling there he's from a particular solar system. And I know the Black Panther would also be coming from Sirius, but some of these come from some of the beings. Let me tell you something. When I looked to see the father of the white extraterrestrial being, it was a black god. As black as the stain right here, and black as midnight, but it had no skin. It is a extraterrestrial god, a melanated being with bright red eyes, like one of the ones I saw come through the CERN portal, that is the father of all of the, a large group of the white ETs. And it was hiding behind the white one, and they made some type of agreement, or it got out of control. This would also go back to Moors and the 5%ers. That's what the being told me. And going back to the Garden of Eden, the three spirits over this reading is her name, Lucy, Lucifer, and Lilith. As I'm looking at him, could do like this. He won't talk to me, but he talked a little bit 2 weeks ago. He just started talking to me. In the past couple of days, I couldn't complete the reading. He stayed here, but he didn't trust me, wouldn't talk. But one thing he told me that broke my heart. I said, so you're his daddy? All of the white ones, you are their daddy? He said, yes. I said, how does this happen? What's going on? He said, you see, there are racist, white supremacist whites on top that kill people of color, or so-called false called black, which would be nom de guerre, a dead person. That's not what you are. You're indigenous. But they call you that to justify the killing and the human sacrifice of the blood and the organs which they use to stay alive. He said this is a duplicate of what is going on in the different solar systems and the planets. There is fighting the creator, the black one, over the created, the white one, the child, the albino. And I say, so that's not all whites? He said, no. It's the ones that hate us on top and want to take over and rule the planet and take it from the original owner, the human. And I say, well, what about the killing? Y'all watched them. Did you watch them? Hey, Mama Dars. Shoot. Rape. Human sacrifice. I love you too, Mom. Our people, he said, yes, I watched it. I said, you saw them with Michael? The boy up there, well, what his name, Michael, the young man, a couple of years ago, that white man shot him in the head like that. He said, I saw it. I said, why you didn't do nothing? He said, I can't. I said, but you're the God. He said, because my hands are tied, because I made an agreement. He said, and the Moors and some of, not Queen CALIFA, she was taken because she would not submit and she would not make the deal. to cash in her own people. He said, but other ones that ruled the planet did. Our ancestors turned their back on God. What you think is God is not God. One of the gods and the creators is what I told you that's in here that I looked at. He said there was an agreement we made and they flipped it. He said, but the ones that were in human bodies disobeyed God and disrespected God and sold us out for future generations. So he had to watch it. He couldn't break the agreement. There had to be a certain amount of killing, and I almost cried. I didn't want to say this. He said, but it's the time is coming up, and they know. And he had to keep the agreement to stand down. And they knew that, and they also knew the time is running out, and there's getting ready to be a war on many levels to try to hold on to their false ownership of the planet. And the ones that were a part of the betrayal, even the ones in their bloodline, if they're not here, they were part of the betrayal, they're going to suffer or die because of the betrayal. And everything that happens over here, you must remember, this is a reflection of what's going on in the heavens. You think this false racial shit of creator and created is happening just here? No, it's not. So Nipsey left and kept digging down under the building and in the ground, because there are underground cities and caverns in California, even people buried there. And the gods that have been asleep, since he's been here 2 weeks, nobody would say nothing to me. And he kept looking at me black as midnight. And I said, okay, you can stay here as long as you want to. You should know by now that you can trust me. But since you don't, I won't bother you. You'll stay here as long as you want. Hopefully you'll figure it out and you'll tell me what the fuck is going on. Nipsey knew. He keeps digging down. In the past couple of days, I saw the dead raised. I saw the gods and the goddesses raise up out of the underground caverns with this black god. Literally, they are coming out of their tombs, just like they've come out of the tombs of Ethiopia and Eritrea. And they are joining the ones here because their bloodline and their blood is already on the ground here. Nipsey's not a foreigner. I got this from CALIFA, then I look it up. You can do your homework. That's another reason. Because I've been tired dealing with readings all day, all night, private readings, and then them coming here and telling me these things. So the next day, I go to sleep. Nipsey around the corner. So he didn't want to come in and wake me up thinking I'm mad. I'm not. He sends the Black Panther in the room. Her, Lucy. She wakes me up about 5 o'clock in the morning. It's still black as night outside. I wake up. I have to go to the bathroom. So I go in the bathroom. She trots into the bathroom. And this was 2 weeks ago, Mother's Day weekend, leading up to Mother's Day weekend. All right. You have to look it up. I don't know. And she comes in and she puts her paw on my leg. And I said, hello, you're so pretty. And your eyes are so pretty. Because she's midnight black and shiny with emerald green eyes. So then I lean down and she licks my face. I said, you're so pretty. And she looks up at me. I said, what's your name? And she said, Lucy. And I said, like the first woman and the oldest woman they find on the planet, which is the black woman, Lucy. I said, that's what you're talking about? She said, yes. I look like a cat, but I'm a female, and I'm one of the part of the creatrix. She's with the God that's in the wall. And then she holds up this cutest albino baby. And I said, look at it. I said, you're the albino panther's mother. They have, I think, albino panthers and jaguars. She said, all of the albinos come out of me. I said, really? Doris, why would you? No, she's big, but she loves me. She knows me, so she wasn't going to hurt me. So, she has these long fangs about this long. And she looks at me and she goes, wipe my teeth. My teeth dirty. I said, Panther's teeth are never dirty. And it's dark, I can't see, but I can see her, I can hear her. So she says, wipe my teeth. And I said, okay. So I take my thumb and and she opens her mouth and I see the long fang and the fang's dirty. And I said, I've never seen a panther with dirty teeth. And so I said, I wipe your teeth, baby. And as I'm wiping her tooth, it looks like dirt. And the more I wipe her tooth, I said, I know why you told me to wipe your tooth. That's not dirt, that's black coal dust. And I said, is that what's under the ground around Nipsey's store? And she said, mm-hmm. And then she said, wipe my teeth, so I'm going to wipe the other teeth. She has a big gold tooth. But it's the tooth. She had half human teeth. The one side was the fang that wasn't dirty. It was the more I wiped it, she's looking at me. And I said, that's why you want me to wipe your teeth. Because that's not dirt. That's coal. It's coal? What did she say? Mm-hmm. And she opened her mouth. The other side, there's a gold tooth, but it's a white man's teeth in her mouth. And the white man got a gold teeth, a solid gold teeth in her mouth, on her mouth, which is symbolic. She's showing me that. And then she showed me the white man got a hard hat on to go under the ground. I said, Lucy, you're showing me, that's why you said your teeth are dirty, because you're not dirty like that. You're showing me gold and diamonds. Does the white man, are they drilling? Are they getting ready to drill? I'm talking about the teeth was solid gold. And she said, yes, it's a drilling company. Now, y'all, I don't know about this boy. Hi, Asir. I know Asir would know these things. He's brilliant. I hope I can talk to you soon about these things. Asir, can you answer me? When I was talking about, do you know about Queen CALIFA and her running California? Because she came in here with Nipsey. And those were some of those Moors in California with the black Indians under Queen CALIFA, Asir? And do you know about the Abyssinians, which were from Eritrea, Abyssinians, people from Eritrea and Ethiopia, that were there when Queen CALIFA ruled. So Nipsey wasn't new. He wasn't far. Those people have been here. I'm just now finding this out, doing this Nipsey reading as he brought her in here to speak to me. And then the gold under the ground with the coal, and half her teeth are human white man's teeth in the Black Panther's mouth. So she's talking to me, and it's still dark. And at this point, I don't care that it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning because of what the Black Panther's telling me. So I said, I'm going to get your necklace. I'm going to wear you with me. Because she kept coming in here. She's been hanging out for 2 weeks. And I said, are you serious? And then I go. Nipsey comes back. I tap into Nipsey. He's seeing this. And then I got up. I washed my hands and stuff. And I went and laid back down. She climbs up on the bed. Is that why his brother said they had to have that location? Baby, I don't know. This is new to me. I didn't want to say this stuff. That's why I waited so long. But I'm just going to say it. Because I don't know if we'll find out. They want to drill. It's under there. That's what she told me. And Nipsey knows now. It's going under there. I laid back down. She came down in bed with me. She laid with me. I went to sleep. Okay, really, Angie? I'm telling you, there's something under the California land. There are caverns, there are underground cities there, and there are still minerals in different parts of California land. And for some reason, Nipsey was going through different parts of his land. I'm not sure if that's the only property. I don't think that's the only property he has there. And I'm telling you what that panther told me and how she showed me I went back to sleep. Nipsey came to me in my vision. Me and Nipsey left California. We was in Mexico. We were riding on this train. The train was built into a mountain in Mexico. I don't know if this exists there for real. If it is, y'all find it. You tell me which anywhere in there. It was a road built into the mountain, and you could ride. I don't know what that if that was just the cars or little buses or something, because it had the window built in that was open. And I mean, they already know who the girl is in the car. I didn't ask about that. I'll repeat what he tell me. I mean, they can see her and identify her. We're talking about something much deeper right now. We're going around the mountain, and as this mountain is low, you start at the bottom, and the mountain goes high, and then it kind of starts to peak like this. He's exploring now. He's seeing a lot of things. Just like when I had left off with part 3, and he said that he was closing his store during the day. Why was the door locked? When I went with him to the store with the door, and he did this, and the door was locked, and I said, well, maybe it's because you're not in your physical body. But it really was a lock on the door. A few days after I did part 3, they said they closed that store. That store was locked, just like I seen it. And like I thought I heard him tell me, and stuff was missing and boxes was being moved out of there. I know because somebody told me out there they seen it. I ain't gonna tell no name, but they seen the shit being moved out of there. So we going around the mountain in Mexico. I forgot, I don't remember why Nipsey was there, or what he was going to see, or what he was looking for. And he was very depressed, and he said, I have worked so hard, because he could see so clearly on the other side. He said, I have worked so hard to make money and to take care of my family. He said, and everything I work for, they are now dismantling and taking everything from me and cutting me out of my business and taking my money, and they're going to break my businesses up, and they're like a puzzle. They're going to give different pieces to who they want to give the pieces to and cut me out. I have no say-so in my business. They have physically and spiritually, and they have stolen my money. I cannot touch my money. I have access to it, and they've deliberately taken it from me. And as we're going around the mountain and we're on this little train-like thing, I'm looking at him and I'm just listening. He was very depressed. I said, so you know what is going on over here? He said, yes, I know. It's like I made all of that money and all of those moves, and now I am sitting here on this side with nothing. They did this to me. They took it from me, and now they're deciding how they're going to break up and move everything around. Yes, it is. He said they're taking it, and they deliberately blocked him out of it to take it, to steal from him. He was very sad. He said, I never thought this would happen to me. I cannot believe that this happened to me. And I saw him going to visit different people, visit Lauren, look at his son, visit his family, very, very worried about Imani. He said, I could see all of them, and I can't touch my children. I cannot have any say-so over, yes, Doris, you know they did it to my father. He said, I have no say-so. They let me help me build this up and took it from me, and now I'm over here watching on the other side with nothing. I just looked. I said, I'm sorry. If there's anywhere you want me to go with you, I'll go. If there's anything you want me to know, I'll know. If there's anything you want me to do, I'll do. And he was just sitting there like, damn. And I couldn't believe he knew. So he was going around there, and I got shook because it was the jumping spider. As he was getting upset, the spider jumped because we had seen a woman over here. I'm not going to say the name. One of the ones handling his business, when he saw her and he saw her having something to do with it, the spider jumped up from the left side of him under the arm, which tells me something, because when we were talking about her and he saw her, the one that worked with him, Not his family. So let me get that clear. I'm not talking about his sister. Not talking about a family member. I'm talking about another lady that works with him, and I'm not gonna say the name. When he talked about her and he saw that she was a part of dismantling and taking those millions and how they gonna handle it the way they wanna, the spider got mad. The one I told y'all, there was the jumping spider, the spin spider, the jumping cobra. Yes, mama. He thought they were gonna let him have everything that he rightfully earned, but they had plotted to a certain point to get it, and they was gonna rape him and kill him. He seen her and he said, I can't believe it. And I'm just looking at him. Y'all messy as fuck. And I love it. And I ain't saying that. That spider jumped, and the middle of the body was about this goddamn big. And when the spider jumped up, it started spinning. I said, whoa, whoa. It scared me because the thing was spitting some green shit out. You know, I just thought about something. Like a green poison. Green would also be green with envy. Green eye. Hello, Mr. Oshun. Jealousy. When it jumped, Nipsey had the power to control it. It didn't bite me, but it went crazy when he seen that lady and what they had done, and he knew they had stole from him. Then all of a sudden I said, whoop. I came back into my body and woke up. And I said, okay, well, he got to go on his journey. He's all over the place exploring. This man is brilliant. That was like the day or two after I did part 3. Let's move up to now, because I've had a difficult time, child. We're moving into Mother's Day, and I was trying I wanted to shout out the grandmother because of how she came into me and how spiritual and powerful that woman is. But something weird happened to me. The first reading I did where I mentioned Dr. Sabi and Lisa Left Eye. Lisa is messy as hell. She gets up out of her grave and let me see her. Lisa know my damn address. Lisa comes down here. I said, Lisa, I know you finna do some messy shit. I seen her finna pull some damn shit about a month or so ago, and I'm like, Lisa, what are you up to? She didn't say nothing. She get up. She wouldn't call it her grave. She won't accept it because she don't want to be there. Lisa come in here like Nipsey do, like they are when they fucking feel like it, and she wakes me up. She really wasn't in here yet. I'll tell you what she did. During Mother's Day week, leading up to the damn weekend, the girl, that one of the girls with 10 people in that car with Lisa. The car flipped over. She lost control. I think a truck came at the 4-way. I think she was at the 4-way crossroad. The thing began and end and opened and closed. Lost control and ran to was thrown out the car. Okay. One of her friends that were in the car was looking at YouTube. Have mercy. She looking at Nipsey readings. All these people are fascinated by the Nipsey psychic reading. Don't know me. Watching some other psychic. How come I pop up? She said she sleep in and out of sleep. She heard me say that Lisa told me when they were over there with Dr. Sabi, Lisa was lying up there on that video talking about she was fasting and drinking all that damn juice and shit. And talking about she liked it, the juice and the herb. I said Lisa was sneaking eating bullshit and eating junk behind Dr. Sabi back. She said she listened to the shit. I said, well, who the fuck is this? Alexyss. What she say? Said that she said I was over there with Lisa in Honduras, and she said that Lisa was sneaking behind Dr. Sabi back eating some bullshit. Who the fuck is this lady? And how the fuck she know that? Because we was doing that bullshit. Find this lady. They done found my ass. I said, oh, fuck. She said, I want to talk to you. I said, no, you don't. Fuck you want to talk. She said, because I don't know you, and you don't know me. And I know you did not meet Lisa because I was with her all the goddamn time. You was not in Honduras with us, but you said that girl was over there eating some bullshit, and I know for a fact she was. How the fuck you know some shit? Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Let me ask you something. She did that shit for real. Hell yeah, she did. I said Lisa told me that she did it. She said, I know that you the real fucking deal. Cause I didn't even know you existed. I didn't even know you lived here. And for you to say the fucking, she said, I woke the fuck up and said, what the fuck, this bitch know this motherfucking shit about that. I said, I know Lisa was up to some fuck shit. When I seen her get up out that grave, and I said, Lisa, you're finna do something. That's what you do. You standing up out that grave so I can see you with them, that head rag around your damn hair with that little blonde piece down and on the side. With that damn tank top on, with them titties out with no damn bra. And them low-riding damn military fatigue. With them purple rain-colored bikini drawers with that strap up in the back of your ass like that. I knew that you was up to some bullshit then. I knew it. But she didn't say nothing. Then she come in here. I said, Lisa, why did you go get this girl? And then she come in here by 4 o'clock in the morning. I sleep and she's standing out. Lisa. What are you doing? At least I'm tired. Oh, I don't start this, Lisa. What you? Oh, Lisa, I'm trying to do this Nipsey reading, this damn tiger in here, this lion in here, a couple of damn serpents in this motherfucker, CALIFA in here, some damn gods in there came out the goddamn ground and shit. Look, this is not the time for this shit. I know, but I just need to talk. You know I know your address. No shit, you know my address. You come in here when you... Lisa. I say, Nipsey, do you mind if I talk to Lisa? He said, no, you know what, go ahead on. I'll stand back and let you... Go on and talk to her. I know who she is. Help her. I'll stand here and wait. I'll fall back. And he did. I said, Lisa, do you want me to do another reading? She said, I need your help. I said, okay. So you wanted the girl. You wanted me to talk to the girl? She said, yes. So literally, I'm on the phone with the girl. But first I didn't get on the phone. I'm texting the girl. Lisa stand by me. She tell me what to ask the girl. So I'm not texting for my damn self. I said, what? So did you do and do you have this? Did you go over it? And she texting me back. Yes, no. But I said, Lisa, you know what? Fuck this shit. Because if somebody could see this right now, they would think I'm crazy. That I said I'm texting for Lisa Lopez. The girl know what I was talking about. I said, fuck this shit. Let me get on the phone. Let me ask you something. Lisa is upset. She laughed. She said, I know. So Lisa, say you have not been over there in a long time, and there was some things you supposed to do. There were things you supposed to have. I said, now I'm going to ask you. She said, I already know not to lie to you. I ain't going to do what you asked. I said, Lisa. When last time you went over there? She laughed. She said, it's been a long time. I said, that's what she said. There's some things we need to work through. I ain't going to get into it right here. But I'm just telling you a little bit of what the fuck I had to go through. Then as we leading up to Mother's Day, all the water gets shut off in the damn building. I couldn't even wash my ass for about a day or two. I had the damn spot wash. Go up there and get me some of them baby wet wipers. Tap my ass off. I'm mad as two motherfuckers. And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all won't let me sleep. Y'all walk in here. You bring your friends. Y'all come in here with some liquor like y'all at a juke journey and shit.
Whatever y'all want to do, y'all just walk in my goddamn aisle. But the water been cut off. So Mother's Day was that Sunday. I wake up think that Friday night, that Saturday, my water done goddamn went off. I'm funky, you know, cause the way they wake me up and shit, I'm sweating, they get on me and shit, I just get to sweating. And I'm like, I don't know, I need a you know what? Nipsey, Lisa, y'all better turn my goddamn water back on. Y'all want me to do a read? All these folk, y'all know all these goddamn resources. Y'all better get somebody to turn my goddamn water back on. I'm not finna keep on sitting here. I need to wash my goddamn ass and y'all come here fuck with me. So Mother's Day Sunday, my water off. I'm mad because I had to go to the stove Saturday night and get some jugs of water and shit. Y'all know I'm trying to tell y'all the shit I've been fucking going through over here with these damn spirits. And these animals in this bitch. So I go to Walmart, I'm mad. I got to get jugs of water, bottles of water, because I'm pouring the big gallons of water in the back of my damn toilet. So I'm like, I got to use the bathroom. I'm getting big packs to drink. I'm getting packed to wash my teeth, brush my teeth and shit, wash my face. I'm just washing the best I can. You know, ghetto, you know how we is. We the hood motherfucker, we'll make a way out no way. We get real creative with that shit. So I'm washing my ass best way I can. I carry all these jugs of water and shit. So the next morning I get up, I'm like, y'all, Lisa, she gonna wake me up and say, Lisa, now you want me to do this for you? Y'all need to turn my goddamn water back on. So I turn on the phone, I go to YouTube. Lisa is up there. Because I think if y'all remember, I shared it on Mother's Day. I said, I love you, Lisa. She up there, the video popped up of her taking a shower. The last day she was alive. She was killed later on that day. She looking in the camera singing with the water shower costume. You trying to be funny? And while she's showering singing, I hear some shit in the wall. I hear some shit in the back. I hear the sing. Lisa, no. I go to the bathroom. I turn on the sink. The water come on. I hear Lisa in my mind, don't go singing, don't go chasing waterfall. I said, Lisa, thank you. Thank you. So when the water comes on, and she said, you know how she talks like a little mouse. See, I told you I did all good. I said, thank you, baby. So she hung out. We did some energy work, because that's what she wanted me to show her. How to clear her orange chakra and ground herself and deal with the pain. Because the baby has a lot of pain. And I told her, you can be here with me. You can come whenever you want. Since she told me you know my address, you can stay. I'm just talking shit. You know you could stay, Lisa. So she's been hanging out. I talked to her today. Actually, the weird thing, when I talked to her friend, because I tried to get her friend to come on with me tonight and introduce herself so you all know I'm not lying. And she couldn't tonight. She said, well, I'm going to try to come soon so I can back up what you're saying, how she found me. Lisa pops in on the phone tonight, and I said, she's not as angry tonight. I said, we've done some work together. I'm giving her tools, which is what we should do. We should prepare ourselves before we cross over, and when we get over there, we need someone that we can connect with to help us balance this side, or to come over and to pass the messages, and that can hear us and see us. So I have fallen in love with Lisa. She's like my sister. She's my little sister. And let me tell you something I didn't know. Do you realize her birthday is May? I think it's May 27th. And her body died in April. So when Lisa pops up, I didn't know that she died in April and that her birthday's in May. We're in May, near Mother's Day, in which she comes in here too, and she had to find her friend, because that's how the friend saw me in the video talking about the little secret things they were doing over there sneaking. When Dr. Sabi would leave the compound, then they go do their little thing. And so that would be the perfect one. They were like sisters, they were buddies, they road dogs, they ran together. So she's the one that, yeah, she found me. So I'm dealing with her and Nipsey. That's why I just threw that little bit in there. Okay, it's so much. I tried to get to all of it, y'all, but I'm not going to promise you that I will get to all of it tonight. It's so much. So I want to just give you some of those things that I have found out, and unfortunately tell you about the drilling and about, and it's on more than one property. And yes, she's a Gemini, just like my daddy. So I know how them Geminis are. It's going to be their way. They're going to have their way, whether you like it or not. And they're going to find, hi, Catherine, that's my baby. They're going to find their way around to get you to do the fuck they want you to do. So when she pops up, a child, I'm just, you know what, when they come and wake me up and shit, I get used, if I like the spirit and they want to talk to me, thank you, nigga, I'm glad you find it entertaining. I sat up and I said, Lisa, do you know what, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. She said, I know, but I couldn't sleep and I don't want to be in that box. And then she started mentioning Eddie Long. Now that's another reading. So I'm not going to get into it any further, but I sit up and I said, okay, let's talk. And I got up and threw my legs off the side of the bed, and she stood there, and I listened to her just like Nipsey does when they come wake. I don't know why they like to do that to us, but they will come, they like to get, they're up really early. People like her, like Nipsey, they get up, they get to moving around really, really early. Lisa has a lot of energy. And, okay, as I moved through that in the past couple of days, the being, the God, the black God, that is over the portals, the planets, and a lot of the solar systems, a whole bunch of different gods, I want to say, that rule over the different solar systems. This is just one of them, the one I saw that dealt with creation and bringing the fall, the Adam, when they told me, when Lucifer and Lilith, okay, I'm going to the creation of the human, which would be dealing with the knowledge of the earth, which would be dealing with the 5-pointed star, the pentacle. When we are dealing with that creation, which they are saying, hi, beautiful Gwen, we are dealing with the Garden of Eden, the first Bible, we will be going back into Ethiopia. You see that? So Lucy, she take me there. She says she's one of the mothers. And we go there. Lucifer's there. So before the Adam and the Eve, and there's Lilith. They are over the garden. So when we deal with the master God and the creator over the ether body, that he then through science and technology and that Garden of Eden, we are dealing with either the 3, the 6, or the 9th creation. This would not be, yes, Tony, because they like to wake me up around that time. They know that's when I really get to getting good, because, you know, I'm a night owl. That's what the fuck they care. So, this creation, we're talking about Adam and Eve. I can't really tell you about Adam and Eve. Why? Because that was not the first creation. Lucifer created this genetic strain of human being. I know you don't want to hear this, but when they say the devil is a liar, or they're talking about Lucifer, no, when she's talking about the box, she's talking about her coffin. She doesn't want to claim that coffin, so she just calls it a box. She's like, I hate that box. I don't want to lay in that box. I'm not going to stay down there in the box. So she gets up, and she's like, well, I come over to your house because you are not too far. I'm like, really, Lisa? She's like, I mean, you just is a straight shot from my grave to your house. I'm like, well, thank you so much. She just comes in. That's what I have to find out more about, because this is not the first creation of the man, of the human. And when they're saying Lucifer's a liar, he's a devil, what I'm trying to tell you, Lucifer is your father. if you are genetically connected to that creation, and Lucifer, I hate to tell you, was in the Garden of Eden. And Lucifer controls the old brain, the paleo-mammalian brain. I think that's what you're saying, the paleo-mammalian brain. That's the old brain, the hind brain, the primitive brain that deals with fight, flight, fucking. I think that's also tied to the limbic system. He'd be in the central nervous system, the brain, the glands, the endocrine system with the glands and the hormones. He rules that system. So literally you cannot escape him. When people are calling this Jesus and I bind Satan, you cannot bind him in the body, because to create the physical body, you are bound into the earth, and the five-pointed star would be dealing with the pentacles. Even when you're dealing with the tarot to deal with the pentacle, you will be dealing with the earth, because that binds things in the earth. All of those stars, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8-pointed stars, all the sacred geometry is inside of the human's cell. And in that cell would be the etheric anatomy. So he uses the etheric anatomy through science and technology and gene splicing and cloning to create a earth-bound human that he is also a part. They call the dark side, the sinful side, angel on one side, devil on the other. You cannot escape him, because he made that body. But now I'm a little bit confused, because they tell you in the Bible that God made man from the dust, and the dust you come from would be earthbound. And when you grow and you die, the dust you shall return. Well, I am seeing in this creation, this God is Lucifer, to create one species of the earth-bound being that comes from the dust, the clay of the earth. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is just a reading, y'all. This is just for entertainment purposes. I'm just telling you what the God told me. That comes from the cave underneath the ground in California, where they have been silenced through the oath, and now they are starting to resurrect. This is what he told me. There are different levels of creation. There's more than one creation. And Adam and Eve are not the first humans to walk the planet. This God made some, but this Jehovah, the one who is the father to the son, which that story goes back to Egypt. And then you have the other God, that false God that God created, that was thrown to heaven, who now has dominion, thrown from heaven to earth, that now has dominion over the earth, the male and the female. This is what they are saying to me. So I'm drawing this out. You know, I can't get into all of it tonight, y'all. It's too much, because I still have to get to the other part of the reading. I just want to drop a little bit of it on you. And because I have to break down the people from the Bermuda Triangle and the Tasmania, which you would deal with the human there, which would be the Aboriginal, which is also our ancestor. Just a different ethnic group. Okay? And native to the land. It's like everywhere you go, you see the Native American, and it usually looks like us. That's the first one you find. That's the mother and the father. And that's what Lucy has been telling me. She knows. And now Nipsey knows. He is right at home. His ancestors here. And they're intermixed in with us. You just don't know what you are. You don't know what's in your DNA. But the whites know. The ones that set this up and killed and maimed and murdered and human sacrifice to people, they know. Sorry to say I didn't even know, because that wasn't taught to us. I'm getting this education through Nipsey. Let me tell you something else that I saw him do. Oh, yes, and with that creation, you would deal with the Kabbalah, which also goes back to us. And Hebrew, because there's the good side of the tree, and then there's the quilpath. So you deal with light and dark. You deal with the duality, up, down, black, white. Well, you not just deal with the whites. You deal with so-called Aboriginal, indigenous people that helped the whites do this. Remember now. Don't ever think that white people did this alone. That's the sad part. Not all whites. That's not what I'm saying. All of whites don't feel that way. But all blacks ain't your friend neither. They are the ones that must consent. The black God must consent. And that's what he told me. They not all of them. Some of them made the agreement, and that's why when you see this slaughter, he said, we were encapsulated into the cave based on the oath. He said they flipped it on us. Yes, Mr. Oshun, the duality. We are that. And the ones that I have to still talk to him because he just started to trust me. So what I'm saying, he said I could say. I have to get, it's so heartbreaking to me. It's hard to hear this stuff. Because before I came on the show a few hours ago, I looked up and he put his hand out and he stuck it out of his book. He just now let that see that he'd been here 2 weeks. He just now let me see it. And I look and it's got gold leaf in it. It's a beautiful book. It's covered in gold, which would still tie in because he's in the cave down under the ground in California with all of the minerals, the mineral rights that will belong to Nipsey. If what I'm saying is true, that's where he is right now. So literally what I see of him is a projection, but he's still, he's in that space, and he's giving me permission to talk because he's here. So I don't want to lose his trust. Now that he finally saw I was okay. Okay, Dad. So I have to find out. I have to talk to someone that deals with more science to get clear on this. And they started drawing out. The first thing Lucifer showed me was the sperm, the eggs, the fallopian tube, and the penis. This is where these things were created in the Garden of Eden. Sexuality, sensuality, eyes opening to the good and the evil, and they say this is good. Pussy and dick is good. That's what they say. That's it's good. This is where we get this quite beautiful design. He said to get the job done. So I'm listening and I said, yeah, well, yeah, so this is where this comes from. And even the way the sperm, it was like this. It has its own energy field. But you know, people that don't know me, I teach the vagina power, and I teach penis power and the sperm power. And people will look at me like I'm crazy. Like, because they couldn't comprehend what I'm saying. I'm teaching etheric anatomy. So when they are taking me into the garden, and first Eve, not Eve, what am I saying? Forget my baby's name. Lucy. Eve wasn't a part of this creation. Lucy, Lucifer, Lilith. He created the sperm and the penis and the vagina. The way they fit, it's a whole design designed to glide and move together. So people's minds were so low when I came up with the vagina power, penis power, and sperm power. I had to do it in a comical way that was fun and funny and educational, because I know they wouldn't get the stuff that you all are liking and that you ask me for when I'm doing the celebrity readings and how the spirits come in here and teach it to me. Just like Nipsey's teaching me, I have so much respect for him. I have so much love for him. I hate I didn't know him. And he sees things in me that I didn't see. I've always been interested in these sciences, but the way he will explain it to me or tell me, I need you to look up this, I need you to look that, or he'll bring the different spirits in, I can get it. And then he says, I'm going to go, but when I'm gone, I need you to do this, and I need you to read this, that. I said, okay, Nipsey, wow, that's pretty hard. Well, that's okay, because I'm leaving someone here. And then the spirit will pop up and say, hi, I'm such and such, and I need to tell you this. And again, Queen CALIFA's pissed. And yes, thank you, Nipsey. And this is what he showed me that I'm trying to I haven't gotten it all yet, so I can't get it all tonight, but I will come back, try to explain it to you, depending on what he tell me next. I saw Nipsey on the other side, and he told me to tell you all that y'all better get ready, get all you can and can all you get. He said, because there's getting ready to be a war, like a famine, and a lot of people are getting ready to suffer and even die. Why? Because he mentioned GMO, and he mentioned the rise of AI that's getting ready to start right now. And he showed me he did it to himself. Nipsey cloned himself. He already knew about this technology before he went on the other side. I try to explain it to you the best way I can, because I don't know the names of it all, so I'm having to learn. It looked like he was in a lab, and there he had his physical self, where I could see the template of the physical self, so I knew it was him. Although the physical tissue was pulled away, and it's over here in the grave. No, everybody's not going to suffer. Look, you can look at this in the Bible. You can't do anything about it. Everybody's not going to go, but a lot of people are. He said it's going to happen now. He mentioned 2020. I said, well, you think maybe 2025, like 2030? He said, no, it's coming down the track now. The technology is already in place, and they've already started to implement it. You just don't know who is what. Some people are voluntarily doing it. He said it's going to get to the point where the masses will be forced to do it. And he said, if you don't take it, there'll be penalty, and you'll be put away. But if you put away, you'll still be forced to take it, and the food that you're given, you're going to die anyway. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. He said everybody not. It's going to be like a cleansing of the earth, like a thinning of the herd. He said this has been planned a long time. He said, but it's going to rush, which we know. But it's rushing up on you now when you're not expecting it. And he showed me that looked like a pool of water. It was blue. Just like on the Matrix, where it looked like you could bend or stretch this, looked like liquid or blue, but it was solid at the same time, and then it'll go back together to become solid. It was down on the ground, and it looked like it had light coming from underneath it, and Nipsey said, watch this. And then he had this microchip, and he had some of his brain cells on the microchip. He say, and Nikola Tesla was there. He had the other scientist was there. He said, I can put the brain cells on the chip, and I can grow another Nipsey that is like a hologram, or it is like it looks exactly like me, but it's a synthetic me. And when he grew it on the computer cells, and he created the hologram, but the hologram was built of numbers. It wasn't letters. They had made the mathematical calculations in the computer and merged the cells with the computer. Kind of makes me think about Arnold Schwarzenegger. And when he did, this whole template started to build and grow out of the pool. The blue pool that had the luminous light inside of the blue tissue that was on the bottom, and it came up and it looked just like Nipsey. And I'm looking, I said, Nipsey, that's you. A coating? Thank you. It looked like him. He started moving the arms of it. But first it was like a see-through, like a hologram. He said, look, and he was talking to me. He said, look at what I'm doing. And he had, like, I projected over to where he is. Then he made another one, and it looked just like him. The voice was synthesized like him. The hair, everything on it looked just like him. It just didn't have the skin yet. And he said they knew how to merge, to generate another, yes, he still is very smart, to merge man with machine. He said AI is here and they want to put this chip in people's head. And then I was looking the other day and he said it's coming. It's coming soon. There's getting ready to be like what it say in the Bible, like a tribulation. And he said they wanted to do this to our people to reduce the population control. Oh, and you know who else he mentioned? I woke up and I had them in my head. I don't know why he talked to me on this level. I didn't want to talk about this stuff. I woke up and what was in my head? Bermuda Triangle, the Devil's Triangle, Zbigniew Brzezinski, Henry Kissinger, Skull and Crossbones 322, and George Bush, the daddy. He said that they are a part of this program and how they dealt with Geronimo, the Indian chief's head, and how they dealt with reversal of the Black Mirror. That's all I'm going to say about that part. Because you all can go read this and figure this out. I don't know why he said this to me. And they have this thing, this Elon Musk. They have this thing. They already got the brain chip thing. And they got this stuff called brain mesh. Hi, Epiphany. Where he's saying you could go through the jugular where you don't have brain surgery, or you can, it's folded up in a needle. And when they shoot it in there, wherever they're going to shoot it, it unfolds and wrap around the whole brain. Layer itself, lay down around it, and then these electrodes pop in and activate. So you are bound to your computer. And they know here and see everything. You have no privacy. And they can control your brain. That's what he told me. He said it's now. Y'all better. You see why I didn't want to do this? This shit's so. Let me get to this. Oh, no. That's not crying. That's not what this is. I've just, something got on me. Let me tell you this. Because I asked about Tanisha and what's going on with the family. It's some funny shit. I kind of got an idea of what happened. And what happened. I told y'all that was going to happen with her. And she was going to get served. They were going in on her. In part 3. I seen a woman hidden. There's some water sign like a Cancer, Pisces. One, what I kept seeing is hidden a priestess. So there's spiritual work and magic going on here on Nipsey's family side. There's hidden priestesses and readers over there. And I keep seeing a Sagittarius female. Oh, that's fine. And no. This is not bad stuff that's getting on me. They just take me in trance. That's all. And I don't want to stop them. They can do what they want. I'm not in any danger. It was a Sagittarius in this that's very, very hot and very angry with Tanisha. They hate Tanisha guts. And it looks like they was fucking the same man, Nipsey. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to call her name now. She hates Tanisha along with a water sign. But the one is hidden. And the Sagittarius is not talking. The Sagittarius is slick with it. She do her shit and stick you low. She gonna stick you. She ain't gonna do it in public. She gonna be quiet and look pretty and shit and nice in public. This Sag I see. But she's slick. And she's smart. This fucker ruthless. But you would never think it. by sitting on the outside because she ain't talking about it yet. She quiet, but then behind the scene, got a hot pitchfork that been laying in the fire and stick that ass low. So this fucker, you don't even know she did it. But with two female, yeah, but I ain't talking about just being private. I'm talking about some private sticking, stabbing, ruthless, but you wouldn't think it because of the way she gets down. You're not gonna accuse her because you ain't hear no, see no, speak no with this sage. Because I kept picking the cards up, the sage kept coming out. The queen and the mother has power, but use it low. Lethal, because you don't see her. Because she, and then stick that ass. That, I saw two men, one younger, one older. One looked like an earth sign, that's a mother. Got together. I don't want to say this. These are family members. Nipsey's family on that side. 2, 3 women. They all mothers, some older, some younger. Got with 2 men on the side of the family. 1 younger man, 1 older man. Got together. Started plotting on Tanisha. Because of something Tanisha said and did. And it was about that little girl. Then, and they know how Tanisha is and the shit she been doing. I ain't gonna say who. They put a spy over in the camp. And somebody talked to the popo. And told them, I need you to help me set. This is fucked up what I'm saying. Told the police, I need you to help take this bitch down and get something on this bitch. Police said, okay. Sent spies in Tanisha's camp. It's male, but it's female. Like she think her friend, and she's still drinking. She's depressed right now, and she's drunk. She's still drinking. Tanisha. Before this come up, they all got together, and they set her up, because I see the police standing right here, and they was watching her, but they was getting fed information. So they didn't say nothing. After they said their little words, Tanisha said the little slick shit, and did the little slick shit that she did, what she been doing for years. And they said, okay. Now see, Michelle, you ain't got to do, y'all ain't got to do that. Y'all ain't got to do all that. You see how y'all keep up shit? Really? Well, she shouldn't be in this trouble then. And it's somebody in that camp that also know the police, or know some of them, that said she shouldn't have been set up then. They shouldn't have let this happen. So when they did that, they said, I want you to help take her down. Because they already knew, love you too, that she was in some trouble. And had some on her. Looked like she got distracted because somebody that was close to her knew she had that court date. And I don't know why she can be irresponsible, let herself get off track, let herself get set up. They came right in there, and that led up to what just happened to her. I know this sounds crazy because it kind of looked crazy to me. Because when I looked at it, I said, oh, that's what happened? Yes, Nikki, I told y'all she was going to get served. And what bothers me right here too is that this is about a deceased person. Because I had asked Nipsey to show me what you want, show me how you want me to see this about Tanisha. These other people came in. This is a nightmare for Tanisha right now because I see possible jail time for Tanisha. I see her in front of the judge, and they are saying, and these are female family member, they are still arguing about this Tanisha situation right now, about inheritance, about that child, about that money, who's going to get what and how much, and see, can we get her out and can we keep her out? Matter of fact, I want to set up. This is about not only a deceased person, but also a person already in jail for killing a deceased person, ambushing an assassination of a deceased person. This is a very dangerous situation here. This is a very deadly situation here. Because not only is a deceased person over this reading, there's possibly another one coming. And it could be the one that is already arrested for the assassination of the deceased person. And then, I'm not going to say it. We already know about Eric. But it's something else here. What they are doing here and what they are playing, and I see the gang activity, the same man, the King of Pentacles, has come up here. The same powerful man that had something to do with Nipsey being assassinated, and this man is happy right now. Is 3 women celebrating right now that Tanisha lost the custody, she ain't got the baby, and that she fell into the trap. I don't know why I am seeing this, but I am seeing not only is this gang activity, underworld activity of a powerful, wealthy man that also has political and police ties. I am telling you, and I hate to say this, and again, this is just a reading, and this is for entertainment purposes, and this is all alleged, because I'm seeing this in the spirit. I could be misinterpreting this card. It also showed police are involved in this. They were involved in helping get Tanisha in the situation that is in. Let me tell you something. There's some dirty, dangerous shit going on here. And Tanisha might be doing a little time. Like one is already doing time for the deceased person that is over the reading that was assassinated. And this man here, I'm seeing, and it has something to do with a car. There was a woman in this car, and there's justice coming up around the woman that was also a mother that was in that car. That has something to do with Tanisha and has something to do with Nipsey. There were, as the lady said earlier, two vehicles. And the woman, there's the mystery woman. Like when the girl asked me earlier about that girl at the car and she was doing this. I was a little black station wagon. She got out running. When they slowed it down and cleaned it up, she was looking back as he was being shot doing this. And she ran and got back in. She was one of the lookouts. And it is showing drug addiction, sex addiction, alcohol addiction, very bad habits where the person cannot take themselves off of it, and very obsessed with Nipsey, and now obsessed with the baby, and cannot stop thinking about Nipsey, cannot get over Nipsey, and cannot shake the addiction. The addiction will be the downfall of her. Big uncle by marriage is leader of the Rolling 60s. They allegedly say he works with the police to stop gang violence. He's running for office. What I am saying to you, the person that I see here has the underworld gang ties, drug affiliations, makes a lot of money, but also has the police and the political ties. This man is happy right now that Nipsey is physically dead and everything's going his way, and there are women involved in this that are happy as well too, that are making money, that are also mothers, and there are a lot of secrets here and hidden here, and they're beside the Queen of Pentacles, which would be the earth sign like a Taurus. A Virgo was loss of a mother and independently wealthy, has a lot of money, and there's also a three-way heartbreak here, and there is a lot of conflict and strife and arguing, and there's a new partnership around, and there's a lawyer that's popped up here that's around getting the custody. They finna go back to court. And there, I'm telling you, just like Natalie Cole sang that song, I got love on my mind. These bitches got killing on their mind. I'm trying to say this shit here in a nice way, but they looking at her and say, you want some more, bitch? You want it, bitch. See, I told your motherfucking ass, bitch. I told y'all that bitch, see, you talk too fucking much. Bitch, I told you that I'm going to deal with you. I did not tell you, bitch. Huh? You want some more, bitch? Bitch, here it come. See, this, they want to lay a motherfucker down. I'm saying it, but I'm trying really not to say. There's a lot of danger in this reading here. Tanisha, they ganging up. I even see this lawyer that Tanisha dealing with. I don't know if this might not be the one. She mad as hell. She wants to fight now. It's really not because of the girl. It's in spite of. And is she mad because Nipsey gone? She can't get that pipe no more. See, her and Nipsey had an understanding. And really, she was trying to blackmail Nipsey. She was bribing Nipsey. Oh, Lord, he doing this right there, doing his hair like this right here. He said, yeah, speak on it. See, it was some other shit between her and him. See, they probably know out there. You know they know, we don't know. They business. She felt like she had him by the balls when she knew she could manipulate him and control him. Now he can't really try to keep it down off her ass. See, he could kind of keep Sam them and try to keep her at bay. She felt like she could say what she wanted, talk shit, because Nipsey was going up, because Nipsey's like that. He's a protector. I see that. Like Lauren said, Carl, and how he tried to protect her, even though Tanisha with her ways and the shit she do. And just like when he came here, I said, Nipsey, they gonna hurt me. Nobody gonna do nothing to you. I got it. I got it. Just wait a minute now. Oh, shut up. I got it. He liked that. From what I've seen about him. He didn't really he didn't want to fuck with her like that. But then he trying to be diplomatic about the shit. See, Nipsey have a military mind. He's an analyst, like a military analyst. He got a military mind, got a chess mind. He thinks shit all the way to the end and come up with probabilities of what you will do, what you might not do. He knows people can see through him. See, she guaranteed Nipsey protecting her from them damn hyenas. Like Sam, shit. I thought Black Sam was lethal. I'm seeing the female Sam. Samantha, that fucker there. Oh, I told y'all. And people said I was lying. Told y'all Sam was going in. And then somebody came in and said, oh, she went today, she lost. I said, that's temporary. She need to go get some family. She'll be right. You see, right after I said that, she got Black Sam and she got the daddy. And then I seen the hidden females like that slick ass edge that I keep on seeing pop. See, now she popping through more today. I didn't really see her as much before this coat thing. And they was over there arguing. They still arguing. See, like I told y'all, it's finna be a hot, cruel, surgical summer in this bitch. I told y'all. And then we're going to start heading up to the summer solstice. And now I'm looking at here. There's a lot of bad feelings here. Tanisha better be careful, because nobody might not have to do nothing to her because she is self-sabotaging. And she has not dealt with her addictions and her issues. Her mind is not right. And this girl got people around her, even some females, like that girl when TMZ was asking her them questions. She kept saying, God bless, God bless. He said, you got to do say anything. You want to say something, Nisha? God bless, God bless. First she said she pissed, and she said, God bless, God bless, God bless. And she keep walking, and this other girl, I look at that, and girl with long hair. I say, she can't see it. She won't listen. That's one of her problems. Who they, I'm not going to say who she got around her, who they got around her. And she's being watched because somebody in here has that girl spied on, because that's how they snuck around and set her up. They want her, and this is, she might not be saying it. This is heavy on Tanisha right now. This is she not sleeping, and she drinking. She's getting high. We just can't see it. She's acting like everything's cool. God this, God that. No. I'm looking at it. That's not what's going on here. And she has spies in the camp that get there with her. She said one thing to them. Then she's so open here. She's intoxicated. She's high. And then she go behind her back and she's repeating this stuff. She's not going to get sober in there. If she gets sober in there, it'll be just because she's there. Samantha is not playing with that ass. Samantha comes up as the Queen of Swords. And now let me tell you who else is the Queen of Swords. Tanisha. Because she is mad. And she wants revenge. Now she wants to fight because she's mad at Sam. The two Sams. And she's hurting about Nipsey. Because they will not acknowledge her. They will not respect her. And now Nipsey's not. He's not to be her shield. He's not a protector. Now Nipsey telling me I don't want her over there. I need you to remove her because Nipsey sees something else coming and I don't want to repeat. Yes. Yes. I have to come back. I will periodically keep y'all abreast of what he says to me. But the other part, I can easily do the read and tell you what's going on with Tanisha. But the other part, the science and technology stuff, the deeper things he was saying and what I saw and where we went, to me that was more important because this is going to affect all of us. And he's saying it is going on right now. They already have these programs in place. And see, when we're dealing with... yes, but I'm telling you, now she wants to hurt and embarrass Nipsey's family because of what the move that they made on her. But see, what I'm seeing, she's been asking for this. See, we don't see and know everything the way this girl is. That girl really don't want to be with her mama like that. She kind of halfway scared of her. And the mama don't really love that girl. It's about principle what I gave birth to her. So since I gave birth to her, he owe me. And I need to get my money. And I should be able to see her when I want to. This is about some other shit with Tanisha. And the friends, the fake friends are boosting it up. Because they know how she is. And they feel like they're going to get this from her anyway. They're going to benefit from this. And we don't really give a fuck about her. She don't even really give a fuck about herself. Her mind is out there. And I'm telling you, somebody, there's a male, got that girl like that. It's all falling into the plan of a very vicious, cunning, shrewd, wealthy, very powerful man that is close to Tanisha. This man keeps coming up. He is in the middle of this family affair. He is close to Tanisha. I did not see him close to Nipsey's brother and sister and father. I saw that man connected to Tanisha. The way she's going and the stuff she's doing, some type of way this man benefits off of Tanisha being this way. And there's another group of women and men that are with this man, other powerful men that are celebrating what is going on? I know that sounds crazy, but when he comes up, he came up beside her. What else did I see? Court coming up soon. And it's a heavy burden for Tanisha. I think somebody just mentioned to me there is court coming up soon. It's a very difficult thing for her. And she's trying to get out of this. I'm wondering if Tanisha's going to get another lawyer. She's talking now, trying to form a new partnership. If she's not trying to restructure the deal with the lawyer she has, that lawyer could be trying to bring someone else in, or she could be altogether trying to look for someone else to help her, a more seasoned and more experienced, high profile that could be her mouthpiece, because now she wants to fight. She wants revenge, and she wants to take Nipsey's family down. She wants to embarrass and humiliate them. She wants to make this a shit show because of what they've done to her and how the public are joining in, going in on her ass, agreeing with the family. This is not over. That's all I can say right now. I will come back soon. I feel a little better now, relieved, because I know Nipsey wanted me to come and share this with you. He gave you permission. Yes, because when I look at him again, the King of Pentacles, he's working on new projects now. He's making a lot of money. He's getting a lot of public recognition. This man is getting ready to get a step up in a promotion because of this situation. And he's working on new projects, and they're all pentacles. They're all money. Yes, but Andrea, I wonder, is she going to have to turn herself in, or has she turned herself in? Has Tanisha turned herself in? Because I see that this is getting ready to be a heavy burden for her. I see one of the people, as I said earlier, tied to this, a deceased, assassinated person, and we know who that is in jail. And there's danger around his life. And because they want to kill him. And then Tanisha, for some reason, Tanisha is connected to him. And her possibly being bound, and she cannot escape this. No matter what she do, she's jammed in this, and she cannot run away from it. She cannot walk away from it. She cannot talk her way out of this situation. She's going to have to deal with this because she cannot get out of it. She's dead in the middle of it, and Tanisha might spend a little time in jail. That's what it's showing. And this is a nightmare that she did not want to come true, that she did not want to face. She is connected to, again, and I don't know why it is saying that, or maybe I'm interpreting it wrong. She's connected to Eric. You can schedule a reading, Tony, if you all are interested in reading with me. I will tell you right now, because I've had some people that I've had drama with. Unfortunately, it's the younger women. It's not the grown women, and it's not men. A lot of these people, I don't know what's wrong with them, or what kind of issues that they have. But some of them, and let me tell you something right now before you contact me. I do not take your donations for a reading just because you want one. And that's to avoid what I'm just mentioning to you. Because right now I'm being harassed by a young woman who once I got to talking to her, I could tell she has some mental problems. And then she is now harassing me. I gave her all of her money back. Because let me tell you, there's one problem you will not have with me. You can ask anybody that has fucked with me. One thing I will argue with you with some things. But one thing I will not argue with you about is a donation. If I'm not getting along with you, you're not getting along with me, you sound fucked up. Before we get off the phone, I'm hitting PayPal. Return. Return this bitch and send this whole where she going. There's one thing I don't do. I don't fight about money. I don't try to hold money. You can ask anybody that will tell you they had a reading with me. I ain't got time for that shit. Because it's energy it's one bad juju. I don't want it in my pocket. I don't argue with a bitch. So if you come in with some dumb shit, don't call. Because I'm going to get you out. of the way, real fast, I don't do stuff for money. I'm not going to tolerate bullshit for money. That's not me. So if you're serious and you're not playing games, then you can contact me at ALEXYSSKTYLORVP@gmail.com, because I feel like it's my responsibility to give you accurate information or leave you alone, let you go wherever you want to go, because there are a whole bunch of people that do readings. You can go where you want to go. It doesn't bother me. I don't fight with people. I don't like to argue with no bitch, because this is business, okay? And I work for the spirits. It's not about me. It's not about me with this reading now. It's never about me. Not to me. This is just a gift I was given, and it just moves through me. And when I leave this body, it'll move through my son or wherever it's going to go. So I always try to be really, really humble, and it's just about the spirits. But if somebody comes to me and they have some type of issue with me already, or they want to create an issue, I am going to give you your donation. And I want you to get the fuck away from me. Okay? So don't. Now, most of you all are good. I say 98% of you have not given me that problem. You love me and you respect me, and I love you, and we have a great time on the phone. We laugh and talk and bullshit, but then I still get my work done. I make sure you don't hang up the phone until I answer your questions. I always make sure that I answer your questions. I don't care if I go over. Let's get this done. I'm going to answer your questions, because you don't need to talk to me if I can't. But some of these women are argumentative, and they have other problems. They want to try to take it out on me. And I don't know you. Whatever happened to you, I didn't do it. Whatever your mama did, I'm not your fucking mammy, okay? So I didn't do it. I don't know you. It's not personal to me. This is business. I hate to go here. I said I wasn't, but I'm going here. And a lot of them want to create some drama with me for some shit I don't even know about, I don't have anything to do with. And I'm not going to let you do that to me. I don't like the bullshit. And a lot of these women have problems. Just like I have problems. A lot of people have problems. But I don't take it out on other people. But a lot of these women will try to come and start an argument with you on some shit they already had in them. And they want to dump that shit on you instead of get to the root of their own problem and get their information, go work on themselves, and go on their way. Again, I say 97%, 98% are really good. I love the women. I've made some good friends. And I've learned a lot of things from women coming to me as I see what I see when I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. And I will say to you, my favorite readings are the ones with the dead people or the physically dead. When people come to me and say, hey, something happened to my mom, something happened to my aunt, she died in 2005, she died in 2010. Can you please tell me, was there anything going on? Is there anything she wants to say to me? Is it foul play? I actually, let me tell you this quickly. I'm not going to do the whole story. One of my clients, beautiful young lady. Now, she's young, but she's very mature. We didn't have a problem. She actually did what I asked her to do. I like to investigate. When a spirit gets a hold to me and something happened to them, and I want to figure out what it is, and she wanted me to do a 30-minute reading. The 30-minute reading turned into about 3 days. 3-day reading. Because I wanted to do it. And I said, can I? And she said, yes. We look at her mother. And I was so busy doing readings. And she said, it's okay, Miss Alexyss. Take your time. I know you're busy. I ain't mad. I said, well, you want me to just give you a refund? She said, no. I don't want a refund. I want you to get to me in the next couple of days. And she was patient. She let me get, thank you, Tony. Okay, I'll help you with the energy work session. I took a break and I was tired, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. And she had been so kind to me and said, no, Alexyss, take your time. I said, before I lay down, I want to briefly look at what happened to her mom. And unfortunately, they cremated her mom's body, so all I had was a picture of her urn and a picture of her while she was living in the body. I said, let me just start a little bit. Well, she knew I wasn't a fake person or taking advantage of her or anything. She knew I really was busy, but I like to give everybody time, even more time than you asked me for, especially if it's something like this. like one of the people whose bodies died, and they come into the reading. So I wrote her name on the paper, and I'm sitting here. It's over 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I just get me a little ice water, and I start sitting there. As I'm sitting there, I'm asking her to talk to me. She doesn't talk to me. The demon comes to talk to me. And as I'm looking at him, I never seen one that looked at him. There are different groups of them. He is smoky looking. He's not jet black, but he looks like his skin is tinged with smoke. He has like these little, the ears stick up. He had a long tail in the back, and it was pointed on the end. He had a body like a human, but he had these long, well-manicured, beautiful man nails. I've never seen a demon with nails like that. So I knew there was a male involved in this. And then I said, well, where do you come from? He said, there's a white lady that went and cast a black magic voodoo spell on the girl's mother. So I'm sitting here by myself, and I'm listening to him, and I'm looking. I said, what? He said, yeah, she had blonde hair, and the hair was kind of like in a bob, like cut here, and was short around here. It was kind of like a layered cut, not very attractive. I saw her face. And I said, what does that have to do? She said she was a caseworker, and her mother dealt with foster children. So she said the caseworker got upset with her because the caseworker, the white lady, was trying to force her to take some children that she didn't want to. Well, if you need me to look at Tony, I will. So I'm listening to this because the young lady did not mention anything about a white caseworker that was upset with her mom. But then again, when I asked her, she said, I know who you're talking about because my sister, my big sister, took me to the office, and I saw the social worker, an unattractive white woman with blonde hair that was short cut, like you say, and unattractive, little heavy, funny built. I said, that's the one that the demon showed me sent, and it looked like a Apollo pie. Like they had done like some Afro-Cuban type of magic. The lady got so angry with her mom, she cast this, then she was having a problem with some men. And the mother had become a real bad alcoholic, right? And the way I saw the room, the mother, one night, because the mother was having sleep apnea, like problems breathing in the night, in the sleep. And the demon said, I did that with the spell. It had been going on over a period of years. But, you know, the mother didn't know anything about this, believe in this, whatever. So he showed me the bed. The headboard was up against the wall. And when I looked at the wall had wood siding, wood paneling all the way up the wall. Brown wood paneling. And the bed, like a wooden bed, but it had been painted like a white and blue, like a yellow. It was all them different colors in the wooden bed. So I'm looking, I'm trying to look. The demon's letting me see. He comes in late at night, over in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning. He sits, he waits till she's sleeping, and she starts to snore. He walks past her like he went in her face like to suck up some of the air coming out of her nose. He sits, I watched him do this. I never seen no shit like this before in my life. He sat on the top of the headboard, leaned down over her face. He crouched down, and I saw her daughter, like the image of the daughter and her husband, which was her ex when this happened, sitting on the side. So I knew it had something to do with the adopted child, and I saw her ex-husband. He leaned on it. He took his hand and went around the neck like this and started doing this. And as he's doing this, on a spiritual higher level, she's sleeping, and she starts going through the sleep apnea stuff where the breath is on, the breath stops, the breath is on, the breath stops. She suffocates in her sleep, and she had been eating. So when she eats, she went out to breathe, she went to sleep, passed out, and they found her dead with the food in the mouth. And when I told her what I just told you, she started to laugh. She said, oh my God, how did you know there was wood paneling on the wall? I said, it was. I said, tell me something. Can you do me a favor and go in that house? I said, was the bed that way? She said, when we saw her dead, the bed was up against the wall with the wood panel. She then goes, it was like a week, 2 weeks ago, goes in the house. They let her go in the bedroom. Everything was like it was. She took a picture of the wall and sent it to me. I said, why is the wall cream and yellow with a different color? I thought that was a wood panel. She said, Alexyss, you are looking at the same wood paneling. They painted it. I said, so those are the colors, the cream, the yellow, the different color. They don't put new curtains and shit. It's the same wall the demon was sitting up against, leaning back on the wall, sitting on top of it. Nothing had been moved. Since a woman died there. And then she started to tell me, what I'm telling you, she knew who the lady was. Those are my favorite stories. So I said that to say, when I like a reading, even though she wants 30 minutes, I want to know deeper answers, I will run with it if the client will let me run with it. And so as I ran with it, I didn't charge her because I wanted to do it. So she said, I tell you what, since you saw that and I know it's true, and the brother was in the house and I described him, she said, let me pay you to do the brother. And I said, oh, I don't think you want to. She said, please. And when I did, I'm not going to tell you that part. But y'all, my phone has suddenly went dead. The battery's gone. Thank you for listening to me. I will be back soon. I promise I'll try not to wait two weeks, depending on what goes on over here. Yeah, no, it's not a demon every time, baby. That's just, I had to look at it. And I saw it was. So I will be back because I know this part 4 is not finished. But I want to give you something because you all keep asking me. Even though so many people are looking at this. And if Nipsey wants to speak to me, he knows he's always welcome to my home. And I will get into that, but we're going to keep up with the court case, okay? And I love you all, and thank y'all for believing in me and supporting me. Watch the video, share the video, tell people about it. And I like how y'all keep up with the news for me, because I be so woe out, y'all. And you can contact me again at ALEXYSSKTYLORVP@gmail.com. If you're serious about doing energy work, doing spell work, getting spiritual readings, I help you to the best of my ability with the help of my spirits and your spirits, okay? I love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Thank you for watching Alexyss K. Tylor, AKT Celebrity Reads. Bye.